Yeah. Okay, so here we go. It's 11:49. I gave y'all 2 minutes. Good job. You probably got it wrong, man.
Probably.
3 over 1 minus 1 over 10 multiplied by, divided by 6 over 1 plus 2 over 5. Now, from the last problem, you know that the common denominator is 10, but I'm going to go over here and do 5, 10, 5, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1. So that's our common denominator of 10. I'm going to put a 10 here, a 10 here, a 10 here, and a 10 here. 1 will go into 10, 10 times. 10 times 3 is
30.
30. 10 will go into 10 one time. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 will go into 10 10 times. 10 times 6 is 60. 5 will go into 10 2 times. 2 times 2 is 4. What is 30 minus 1?
29.
29 over 10 divided by
64.
64 over 10.
Which equals
Now I'm going to take my green pen,
Andy.
and I'm going to multiply by 10 over 64. 29 over 10. And what happens to the 10s?
Cross it out.
That's a 1, and that's a 1. 29 times 1 is 29. That's your second yawn. And 1 times 64 is, so your answer, and since it has a 29 on top, should be 29 over what? 64. 29 divided by 64. So that's 3 or 4 problems that you all have that you should, be good at. I'm sorry. I'm the master of this universe. Thank you very much. Okay, so that's 25. 26.
I want to put a bunch of sad faces.
Yep, I would quit.
See, that part was
now I'm gonna
easy.
show
It was
you
the bottom part that bothered me.
Don't worry about that. Let's just focus on the problem. When David finished his first year of high school, his height was 70, 15, 16, which is almost 71 inches. Okay? When he returned, David's height was 72 inches. Okay. What do you do when you want to find out how much somebody is increased or decreased? Do you add or subtract?
Subtract.
You subtract. So you can't subtract 72 from 70, so you're going to have to do what? You're going to subtract 70 from 72. So I'm going to write it just like this. So you need to write it just like that. And then we're going to do it.
I was going to say, they don't want you to solve it.
Yeah, they're going to want you to solve it. Or I am. So go ahead and write 72 and 5/16 minus 70 and 15/16. Now, the good thing is they already have a common what? Denominator. So it's not going to be that bad, but you're going to have to B-O-R-R-Y. B-O-R-R-Y. Yeah, it depends on where you're from. If you're not from around here, it's B-O-R-R-O-W. Okay? So, let's write our problem down.
Makes it a translation.
Yeah, I have to give you all translation.
Got a
72
northern
and 5/16 minus 70 and 15/16. Now, do y'all remember back in grammar school when you had something like this? And you couldn't take the 9 away from the 2. So what did you do? You
borrow the 1.
And that made that go away, and that 1 was up here, and that made that what? 12. And then you did, and I made 1 up, so it's not perfect. But the whole point is, you would borrow. Or if you're not from around here, borrow. Okay? So, I'm just kidding. It's a joke. All right, so I'm going to borrow 1 from the 72. And what do you, when you take 1 from 72, what does that make?
71.
Thank you for the interaction. Thank you. So that's 71. And that 1 is sitting up here. Okay, it's floating. Everybody with me? I got to bring it back down. So I'm going to bring it back down, not as 1, but as 16/16.
What?
Because what do you have to add fractions? A common 1. So what's the denominator?
16.
So I'm going to bring it down as 16/16. If it was 10, I'd bring it down as 10/10. If it was 8, I'd bring it down as 8/8. If it was 21, I'd bring it down as 21 over 21. If it was 101, I'd bring it down as 101 over 101. Now what do you have? You have 71. And what's 16 plus 5? 21 over 16 minus 70 and 15 over 16. Now what's 71 minus 1?
7.
And what is 21 minus 15?
6.
Can you reduce 6 over 16? 3 over what, 8? That's your answer. And this is a test question. Damn sandwich makes me hungry. I'm not going to be able to teach.
Quit looking at it. I was sitting over here earlier and I started smelling.
I'm just
something.
aggravating. That's all.
I was
Okay, did everybody borrow?
like,
Borrow. I'm going to borrow a cup of sugar.
Yeah, nobody does that anymore because it's too
I know.
dangerous.
I just sugar free.
Actually, I do. I have to borrow from my mother. She lives across the pasture. Oh, so that's the answer. 1 3/8.
Everybody loves Jimmy's face.
Yeah, because I got it wrong.
Yeah. Such a disappointment. All right, let's do nerd. There you go. So now that I've shown you how to do it, if you can't do it after I showed you, that makes you even bigger disappointment. All right, so let's do it.
Okay, I'm sorry. Can you make it bigger so I can see? I'm sorry.
Yes,
I'm old.
ma'am, Diva. Yes, I'll be glad to,
Thank you. Because I keep distracting them by standing up.
Diva. There we go.
So these ones have the same denominator too. What would you do if it was a different one, or does
Do
it
what
always?
we've been doing, get a common denominator. I'll do one in just a second like that. After this one, I'll do one that's got different denominators. You know, when you mix these things just right, it goes by faster. When you mix these just right, it goes by faster. That was a Grim Reaper. It's got bourbon, vodka, rum, scotch. It's got all of them in there. There is a Grim Reaper. You have to look it up. It's got like 7 different liquors in it. And it's topped off with Coke. You know.
I don't drink.
A drink?
I don't remember asking you. What'd you say, Easley?
I was being a smart pants. Not appropriate. Sorry.
But it was. It's like 7. It's like 7. You got to put it in a glass like this. I was watching the other day. I was trying to figure out how to mix a drink because I ain't gonna get into why. But the whole point is, I don't drink that much. The whole point is, I saw this thing called Grim Reaper, and I clicked on it. There's a video on how to mix a Grim Reaper, and it was like 7 or 8 liquors, and you had this tall glass, and then whatever was left, that's what you put the Coke or the Sprite or Coke, and that was what the drink was called. The reason it's called a Grim Reaper is because it's black. As when you finish making it and you put the Coke on it, it's like black.
Oh, I thought it was because like it can make you black.
I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I'm not a vodka drinker, so I would not drink it because it had vodka in it. But ooh, I'm tempted to make one just to see what it tastes like. I can't imagine 7 different.
It's weird because like, have you ever? There's this dude on Facebook that it's like his page is like mixing drinks.
Yes,
I watch it and I love watching it.
Oh, because the bald-headed guy.
Yes, but I don't drink. I love watching
Yeah, I love to watch him. He'll pour that stuff over
and like the way his voice is.
He's got a British accent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've watched him too. I'm gonna see if it's on here.
There it is.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah, there it is.
And he's always got like some hot girls.
And they usually
Like,
Yeah.
what the worst?
Is it called the Graveyard? Okay, it's called the Graveyard. There it is. Grim Reaper. Yeah. I thought it was the Grim Reaper, but it might be the Graveyard. But yeah, he mixes that thing up, and when he gets through, it's like black.
He's like, vodka.
Yeah, you go ahead, big guy. I don't believe I'm gonna do that one. Oh, what are we doing? Okay, there we go. All right, so here we go. When David finished his first year, blah, 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 71 and 7/16, 71 and 7/16 minus 69. Are y'all finished with the problem?
I am.
Okay, is everybody finished with the problem?
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm talking right now. If I'm talking, what does that mean? You're not supposed to be talking. Okay? All right, so do we borrow one here?
Yeah.
Yes, because you can't take 11 from 7. So I'm going to borrow 1. Let me get my green. Borrow. That means a 70 and a 1 up here, but I'm going to bring it down as 16 over 16 and add a plus symbol. And that's going to give me 70. And what's 7 plus 16?
23.
23 over 16 minus 69 and 11 over 16. Now I'll do the 70 minus 69 for you.
1.
That's 1. Okay, what is 23 minus 11?
12.
12 over 16, which reduces to,
1 3/4.
y'all are on the ball.
Thank you.
Everybody should have got it.
See, we're not total disappointments.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
So let's check this one and see if we feel good about ourselves. Which one is it right here?
Let's see.
C. And hold on, I got to turn down the diva dial. I'm just glad I can make it go up because that's been a problem in the past.
Bifocals next time.
There we go. 1 3/4, and that's inches.
Square inches.
We feel good about
We got
ourselves.
some shape to it.
And hopefully, y'all feel good about that. But what if you have different denominators?
Go ask a question.
72 and 1/2 inches minus 2 and 3/4 inches. Now, you cannot subtract, first of all, you can't subtract 3 from 1. But first, you got to get a common denominator. What is the common denominator of 2 and 4?
2. What?
Y'all
4.
just will not use the greatest common divisor, will you? Y'all just won't use it. I'm going to go over here and use it. 2, 4.
8.
There you go. You're just hanging a sign around your neck
I thought
that says I'm not using it.
I thought
2, 3, 5, 7, 11, and 13. What?
I thought you were asking what goes into 2 and 4.
Oh wait, that's 4.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said 4. I did.
I thought you were asking what goes into 2 and 4, so I was like 2.
You're such a disappointment.
I was doing that little tree thing in my head.
Right.
I can't read your mind.
But I didn't.
Okay, how many times will 2 go into 4?
Uh,
2 times 1?
70.
How many times will 4 go into 4? 1 times 3 is? Now, we still can't take 3 from 2, can we? So what do we have to do? Borrow. We have to borrow.
I lied.
I'm going to take my green pen. And what does that make 72?
74.
And I got a 1 floating around here, and it's going to come down as 4/4. And add a plus symbol. So now my equation should be 71 and 6/4 minus 2 and 3/4. And what's 71 minus 2? 69. And what is 6 minus 3?
3.
And there is your answer. Now, you need to make a note of this because this is different denominators. So you need to make a note. What do you do if you have different denominators? And all 3 of those are test questions. So let's go back to the homework questions. And that's that one. Let's do the last one. And that's 27.
It's a 3-minute
I
mark.
was waiting on this one. A stairway contains 14 stairs. Okay, I'm going to take this out. And I'm going to put each stair is 1 foot. What is the vertical height of the stairway? Speak up.
14 feet.
14 feet. How did you get that answer? 14 times 1. Does everybody see what he did? If each stair is 1 foot high, and you got 14 stairs, how high are the stairs? 14 feet. So what are you going to do? Take the 1 away. What are you going to do with 14 and 7 1/8? I'm waiting for y'all to say multiply.
Oh, multiply.
Not, I don't want you to whisper it. I don't want you to mumble it. I want you to say multiply.
Multiply.
Thank you. Thank you. Y'all do, this is what y'all do. Okay, this is the three things y'all do that irritate me. When you come up to the door, you come up to my office door, or this door, this is what y'all do. Okay, that wants me to, I want to take the door and rip it off
We
the
totally
hinges
didn't get
and
to
throw
see
it
that,
at you.
Hubert. Can
Huh?
you reenact that?
What?
We didn't get to see that. We don't see you.
Oh, it's
We
nothing.
see your
just-
classroom.
Where am I? Oh, all right, here it is. This is what they do
There
in
we
my
go.
office. Y'all listening? That's how they knock on my door.
I knock like the police.
And then this is what you ask a question in class. It's not just y'all, it's all my classes. I ask a question. What's 4 times 2? Or they try to whisper it.
That's just CJ.
Oh, it drives me crazy.
It sounds good.
No, it's not.
Hey,
We're gonna stay an hour and a half. Okay, I'm gonna finish this right quick. 7 1/8 times 14. Change this to a what? An improper. 8 times 7 is 56. That's 57 over 8 times 14 over what? 1. And then just multiply. And then you have to reduce. Okay, so it's time for class to be over. So, gotta love these Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 30-minute classes.
Tell me about it. I drive all the way from StarTex just for this class.
Well, you could Skype in if you wanted to. I told you that the first
But
day.
that was for emergencies only, sir.
Well, you do come quite a ways. You could do whatever you want on that, because you do. How far is that?
About 45 to an hour,
Yeah,
depending on traffic at 385.
yeah. If you need to, Skype in if you can. Okay. All right. Y'all have a good weekend and work. I mean, good. No, we got to come Friday. So work
Can't get rid of
on.
us that quick.
We will go into 5.6 Friday. So y'all be here. See y'all.